Good morning, Pisces. Good morning. I hope you guys had a good night's sleep. I hope you woke up today feeling happy, safe, and peaceful. Thank you to everyone that has liked, commented, subscribed, and gave donations. Happy Friday. All right, let's pull one of these. This is by Red Fairy. We also have the Death card at the bottom. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and higher beings, please help me with this message today for my beautiful Pisces people. My Pisceanos, what messages do we have for Pisces? We got karma with the Death card. So this could be good karma, there could be bad karma in when I get this energy. So I'm still trying to figure it out. I do feel that there is an ending with that Death card. There is an end to someone's terror. That's what I'm hearing. The end to someone's terror. I feel like there was somebody that was in charge that was abusing their power or authority in some way. I am feeling the energy of a new sheriff in town type of feeling. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if this is like a work thing or a relationship thing. You know what just came to my mind? I will not remember the name of this movie. I'm seeing the person used to be a player back in the day, and he had all these different women, and he didn't treat these women right, and he played with them, he manipulated them, and next thing you know, he met one. I think it was Robin Gibbons, Eddie Murphy, Robin Gibbons, and it was an old one. I don't remember it. And next thing you know, she kind of came into his life, and she became the real player. She showed him how it really looks like she wasn't chasing him, she didn't care, she wasn't bothered, she had her own, she had a sense of self-respect and self-worth. And this person found themselves being like one of those girls that he had played in the past. So I am feeling someone being tamed. It could be man or female. It's like they finally met someone that has a good head on their shoulders, has things going for them, and has some type of dignity and self-respect is what I'm feeling. So I feel that could be their karma. There's some karma with this too. I need to go deeper. Let's see what else. Spirit, tell me more. Yeah, Knight of Wands. That's that inconsistent person. Hold on. The Empress. And the Ace of Wands. So this person thought a lot with their penis. And I got to tell you the truth. When I see things, I will tell you. This can be considered a player card too, because they're inconsistent, they're hot and cold, yes and no, and then there's all these weird things as to why, right? But I have this Ace of Wands here, and I'm starting to realize and see them as a person that thinks with their penis. It could be a vagina, it depends who you're dating. It's a physical thing for them a lot of times, and has been for them a lot of times, which is the huge reason why they never met a good girl. They didn't want a good girl. They didn't want a good guy. They wanted the bad boy. They wanted the bad guy type of feeling. So it's almost like that movie where eventually your time is up. Your player card gets revoked. You no longer got it like that is the feeling. Like you lost it, man. You lost it. That's what I'm feeling and hearing. Like it just goes away, So I need more info, but definitely I can see whoever this person is, Pisces, they had the wrong mindset when it came to who they wanted in a relationship. It's not like they thought sex was everything, but they definitely let it lead the way. Let's pull some more cards and see what else. It was a factor. It was important to them. Spirit, tell me more. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Nine of Cups. One more. The Emperor. Wow. Okay. Let's keep this here. Okay. Let me start here. Karma and the Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles is something new. A lot of times it could be a new relationship. So their karma was that they ran into someone that kind of, what is that? Domesticated them. You domesticated them. There's a feeling, and when I say domesticate, I'm not saying you know, just put them in the house, you know, but you definitely made them start acting like an adult, you know, and I saw it here, you know, like you made them finally start saying things like, we need a house, or, you know, we need to put things together for a family, or, you know, things, the basic things, I guess, that you would, that I feel like they never had that with anyone else. They didn't view love or marriage or anything as these priorities and responsibilities, because the truth is, and I'm trying to get this out, like, they would get attracted to people very, very often, but they would also lose the attraction, you know? So they never met anybody that can hold the attraction. Does that make sense? Like, a lot, sure, new things look shiny and pretty, and it'd be like, wow, I wonder how that would be. I wonder if that would be a different thing for me, right? But what would happen is, once they either get it, or once they see it up close, or once they sleep with it, or once they live with it for a night, they go running away. They start realizing, oh, I can't look at that every single day. You know, like, that's the feeling. And that was the feeling of the movie with Eddie Murphy and Robin Givens. Why can't I remember that? It was so old. That's why I can't remember that. So I remember in the one part too, there was something about her toes, you know, like there was another, not Robin Givens, but there was another girl that he was dating, being a player with, and something about her toes, you know, like he didn't like, I thought she had nice toes too. I'm like, why is wrong with her toes? You know, and it's like, no, he would get irked by it, and then he would, like, get out of the bed and never call that person again. So this is the type of person that you were dealing with. You were dealing with a person that found something in a person, no, and then runs from the situation. You know, that's what I'm feeling here. Like, that's what you got. You got someone that was so used to finding imperfections in others. But no, and let me, because I can feel you guys too. Do you know how many imperfections this person has? I'm gonna pull one more card here, Pisces, but I can sense it. There's a lot of imperfections. I don't know who this person thinks they are, but they really felt like they had, like, I don't know, they were somebody important, you know, and they just oversaw their own, I guess. You know, and I'm not trying to be harsh, but I see this person that judged others and may still judge people harshly. The thing is that the energy that I'm getting from them is more of when Eddie Murphy met Robin Givens, and next thing you know, he saw himself doing things for her that other women that he played did for him, waiting around for her to call. You know, planning a big evening only for her to not show up. Her being with other people and not prioritizing him. You know, so this is all the energy that I feel like this person may be experiencing at this time, I believe, with you. I'm not sure. Or maybe this happened already, or maybe this will happen. I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. Hold on one second though. They didn't know what they want, and that's like, they didn't know what to choose. They didn't understand what they were looking for. That's why they went off straight attraction. Now with the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles, like they had, like, I don't know, like they expected their person to be very high standard. They wanted this person to be almost like perfect, is the feeling. And they weren't, again, I feel this person not being perfect themselves, and it's like, but yet they feel they deserve something like that. And this was their problem. I think their karma, Pisces, was to be humbled, to meet somebody new that showed them what much of an ass, or how much of an ass they were being. Like, you should go look in the mirror and go see yourself. And it's not just a physical thing, but we're all imperfect, right? We all got weird things about us. And I think you're teaching this person a valuable lesson in, you are not that special. You are not that great. Being humbled is sometimes a blessing for some people who overthink that they are the shit and that they deserve the best. All right, we got the Ace of Wands with the Emperor. I think I did this, but yeah, okay. Ace of Wands with the Emperor is like, they also looked for someone that made them look good too. Like, they wanted to have people look at them like, oh, that like you got a trophy husband or a trophy wife, you know. They were really in this for appearance. Like, whoever this person was, they did a change. I'm gonna tell you this: they have changed in the way that they found themselves being the used one, or being the one that was not the priority of you and your standards, Pisces. Like, they're like, wait a minute, so I'm just like these rest of these women that I played. And it's like, yes, that is the karma that they received, is this relationship. It's not to say you don't love them. I don't know the extent of this, but this is what Spirit is pulling out and wants you to know, that you definitely showed a person humility, and, you know, let them look at themselves too. And what they were asking for was ridiculous. It made no sense. You know, like, I don't know how to express that, but let me see, hold on. They also didn't want to look like a punk. Oh, and that's what you made them look like. You made them look soft. You made them look like that man or woman that sits at home waiting for someone, or getting all excited, and you're just not that excited. So they never wanted to be that person, and they became that person. What is the outcome in the situation? The Hermit and the Six of Swords. There's something here. It feels a little shameful. It feels like I'm seeing the walk of shame too. What's the walk of shame? The walk of shame is when you sleep with someone randomly, which that movie was about, and then you never see them again. So I don't know, Pisces. I'm not saying that you'll never see this person again, but this person may be feeling that way, maybe feeling like this is their karma, like you were with them, you spent time with them, but you will never be with them again. That they are getting what they deserved in life. They're actually saying that in their minds. The countless amount of women, or even men, that they have done this to, and now it's being done to them, they feel the karma energy in it. They feel like, this is, wow, so that this is how it feels like, and it's happening to me now. I just got thrown away. Let me get one more. The Lovers. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Sometimes people want what they can't have even more, right? So I think you will be that person that got away. That great love that got away is the feeling. You taught this person a very valuable lesson in when you have somebody, I don't know what they did, honestly. There's an inconsistency in their energy there. So very difficult for them to make up decisions, and I could see how that will just be like, but you will be the one that will always stay as the one that got away. Like I had a girl once, or I had a girl once, or I had a guy once that was supposed to be the one. Marriage material, family material, everything, my like friends material. But I ruined it. And it was karma. I guarantee you, they sit there thinking about all the people they treated terribly. You know how they say that too, like with fathers, be good to your daughters. Sorry. Because one way or another, things come back to you. Be very careful on how you treat people, because it can come back to you, and I feel like in this situation, that's what they're sitting there thinking about. Like, wow, I deserve that. Do you know how many people I did that to? I needed to sit there and feel that myself in order to feel empathy for what I was doing to others. So even if this relationship no longer goes on, Pisces, what I will tell you is that they learned something very valuable from you. And that is that they were not that great. They had a lot of imperfections. They were an asshole, and they treated people poorly. And they definitely know they got what they deserved. And their consequence was losing out on someone that they could have spent forever with. There's this energy here of when they get older, or they wish that they were older, or wiser. Yes, they wish that they were wiser. Maybe when they met you, or I don't know what's going on exactly, but yeah, they wish they were older or where they were wiser, because they would have did things differently. All right, let's do career and money. At the 10 of Wands, 2 of Wands, and the Devil. Okay. So we got something that is very obsessive. I do feel a lot of work, a lot of chaos that's happening at your workplace, Pisces. But you stay grinding, you stay minding your business, you keep your head down, and you work, and you try not to pay attention to the traps. I think there's some type of pitfalls and traps in your jobs that are trying to like keep you stuck with them or in a situation. But yeah, I could definitely feel like where there's some type of flame under your feet, like there's a fire, and you're like in hustle mode, like to not fall in a trap, if that makes sense. So I feel like you're doing a great job. You're doing the best that you could do, considered if you work with people, or if there's problems in your life, you have determination, you got strength to persevere. So whatever this is going on in your career, in your finances, keep grinding, keep hustling, Pisces, because you got stamina, you got the endurance, you got the longevity for this, is what I'm feeling. All right, let's close this off with the Oshos. finish doing this. I wanted to do the advice for with the other cards. Did I do advice? I didn't. I did outcome. All right, let's see. Let's do one advice from this deck. There's also something here about you being obsessed with a task at work and getting it done. Spirit, tell me more. Clear your energy. It says refuel your energy and reclaim your power. Make sure you get rest, Pisces. Make sure you sleep well. Make sure you sage. Make sure you clean your space. These are all ways that I feel rejuvenation for your life and your work or whatever you're doing, your love life, like receiving more positive energy. Take time to clear your mind and your space. Yeah, I did see the sage there. I just paid attention to it later. So yeah, there's something here about saging, especially with that devil card. Make sure you sage a lot. I don't know if you're like moving in somewhere, you're doing something. But yeah, just clear the space, clear your mind, sit in silence. I just feel like there's a lot of people that are trying to pull you into their vortex or their direction. And sometimes you just need a minute to yourself. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Like, take that minute to yourself and cleanse your space. That's a big thing. Cleanse your space. All right, let's close this off with the Oshos. Spirit, tell me more. Inner voice, source, flowering, and the mind. You become an unstoppable force when you get silence in your life. Sometimes when you are doing the most, maybe at work or too many dates, too many, whatever this is, going out, you get bombarded. And I was feeling this energy yesterday. I'm kind of feeling it today, Pisces. You get sucked into people's vortexes. So there's a lot of energy about clearing your mind, finding some silence and some solitude and some quiet, reconnecting with God and earth, Mother Earth and spirit. I don't care. When I say Mother Earth, I mean like put your feet in the ground, like hug a tree, nature. There's this energy or this pull, and even sometimes just being alone, or taking care of home base, which is your body, your home, all these things, Pisces. That's a way of connecting with God. So, or source, whatever you want to call it. So I am seeing how when you feel like your life is kind of getting to you or too much, sage, clear your mind, clear your space, get away from too many vortexes. And meditate. Be silent, be still. You don't need to be around a ton of people. There's something here about FOMO. It's okay. Let it happen. You're the life of the party. I'm just saying that. I don't think you're the life of the party, but it doesn't matter. If you let that go, it doesn't matter. Same old thing. It's the same situation. But your health, your space, the roots that you create in your personal space, your body or your home, those are the things that bring you closer to your connection to your spirit and to your soul and to God. So sometimes you need alone time is what I'm getting. Let me see this mind, the burden. I'm going to tell you this, Pisces. Even if you have a natural thing that once you start feeling a little confused or lost, you naturally remove people and burdens out of your life. So did I say burdens? I don't know. I'm sorry. So yeah, so you naturally do this anyway. So if you're starting to feel a little bit like I put my keys in the fridge, or where's my glasses? They're on my face, like you start feeling those things, that's a sign for you to get more into your body, be more present, because there's something or someone that is taking you out of your presence is what I'm feeling. All right, Pisces, I hope you like the reading. Please like and subscribe, and thank you.